Hi, this is Danny Flexon for SecondsOut, here with Chantelle Cameron, 6-0, unbeaten IBO champion. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I haven't just had a Nando's like you, but I'm all right. Your last fight, Miriam Dalal, you went 10 rounds for the first time. I know you trained very hard in the gym, Shane McGuigan was telling us. How hard or how easy, in fact, did you find the 10 rounds?
I found the 10 rounds really easy. Like, I could have gone next year 4 or 5 because I don't think 2 minutes suit my style. But obviously at the moment, women are only allowed to do 2 minutes. So it was a bit annoying that. But the fight was really tough, and I'm so glad the team got me that fight at the right time in my career, because I'm back in camp now and I feel like I've got so much more to give. I think it was a massive lesson that I learned in the ring that night. And now I'm training literally the hardest I've ever trained, because I know that I've got a lot of improvements to make. I think it opened up my eyes a lot, and now I'm pushing myself to my maximum.
Shane, your trainer Shane McGuigan says you're an absolute machine in the gym, an example to everyone. Where does that come from? Where does that work ethic come from? Was it always like that as an amateur?
As an amateur, I lost the heart for boxing. Like, I fell out of love with the sport. So no, not really. When I was kickboxing, I trained like a machine. Like, I love training. I really pushed myself. On the GB setup, to be honest, I skipped a lot. So with weights, I would like 1, 2 miss a few. Like, I'd miss sets and everything like that. The runs, I could never push myself to the maximum, because I knew that I'd do all that, and likelihood is I'm gonna go to a tournament and I'm gonna get robbed. So I was thinking, what is the point giving everything? Whereas in the prize, it's different. I'm making my luck. Like, I'm in the ring with a girl and I'm hungry to win, and I know that in them gloves I can stop the girls, so I don't have to leave it to the judges. And I think it's a lot fairer. So I've come to Shane now, and I'm back training like a machine again.
And are you here down in London all the time, or do you just come down when you've got a fight date coming up and then train back at home as well?
So I'm with Shane when I'm in camp. So I'm from Northampton, and then when I'm out of camp, I stay at home or go on holiday or something, because Northampton's a bit boring. But when like 8 weeks, 9, 10 weeks, Shane has me down in London training.
And when you're back, I was reading before, do you still do a bit of training at your old amateur club? Is that right?
Yeah, I took over there. But I've been doing this camp. I've done a bit more weights and circuits and stuff this time.
And where do you stay when you're down in London with Shane? Are you in a hotel? You got a flat? How does that work?
Airbnb. So I stay in Airbnbs.
How do you find? Is that something you've done before you turned pro, or is this all new to you?
It's all new, yeah, but it's quite exciting, different.
So you're staying at like different people's houses all the time?
Yeah.
What's that like? Tell us a bit about that. What's that like?
To be fair, I'm always so tired after training, so I go back and I just shut the door. I'm not really sociable.
Fair enough. And talking about being sociable, the gym's obviously packed with fighters, all of a good level at the moment. How do you find that? Is that kind of a reminder back to the amateur scene?
Yeah, I think it's a lot more. It's better. I prefer this whole setup much more than the amateur scene. Like, you look at the likes of Josh Taylor, and you can only be inspired by him, and you look at him and think, wow, I always watch him like doing bags, doing pads, sparring, because you can learn so much. Whereas in the amateurs, I think it wasn't for me, really.
And do you spar mainly guys, is it easy to find women to spar?
I do spar women, but to be honest, I don't really like it. I prefer sparring the men, because I feel like I get more out of them spars than the men. Like, I'm more switched on, they're faster, they're stronger, and they bring more out of me. But I do spar women as well, just don't prefer it.
Do you ever have to push the men to go all out when you're sparring them? Are they ever kind of reticent about letting their shots go?
Like, so if they're new, like, I've never sparred them before, you can tell they're a bit hesitant to hit me to begin with, and then I land the clean one on them, and then they want to take my head off. So I'm like, oh, here we go.
Who's given you the best sparring since you've turned over?
Probably Lee McGregor is class sparring for me. Josh Pritchard, he hits really hard. Yes, probably it. Like, the really tough sparring, probably them.
What is it about Lee McGregor that makes him such a good spar?
He's just so fast, and like, his feet are he's just so quick. It's hard to hit him, and he can whack as well. So I have to be switched on all the time.
And you were talking about your improvements you want to make, and how a lot of that was made clear to you from your last fight.
Yeah.
What areas of your game do you think you most need to improve on?
Shane's like an amazing coach. So I've only had 6 fights, but when I'm coming into every camp, he's doing more stuff for me. Like, it's never the same. He's always adding bits on all the time. So he's brilliant. Like, he's amazing at that. And for my last fight, like, I seen on my feet were a bit slow, get lazy, like I switch off sometimes, have a lazy left hand. I need to pick my feet up a little bit more. So there's loads of things I need to work on.
You've already got the IBO belt and you've only had 6 fights so far as a pro. What's the kind of roadmap for you for the rest of the year and then going even further forward?
Well, I'm hoping that I'm going to challenge for one of the other belts. So I'm hoping to challenge for the WBO or one of them, like a bit more of a major belt. But just need the girls to accept the fights and then I can get in there challenging them. But other than that, I just deal with what the gym tells me. Fight's a fight, so...
And a lot's been made of your path and Katie Taylor's path and kind of the similar ways you're going. Is that something you think about at all? Do you kind of look at where she's going and think, right, I need to catch up? Or is there any of that sort of thing?
Not at all. Like in the amateurs, because the GB set, they always had us like competing with others. So if people are in your weight division, you're competing with them constantly. Whereas in the pros, I'm not getting in. I'm not going down that path. This is my career. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not looking at her and thinking, oh, she's got this, she's doing this, she's stopping them. I'm just thinking, I'm going to focus on me, my opponent, and there's other names out there. So whoever I'm facing, they're my main focus. And obviously Katie, like, she's made the path for us women. Like, she turned pro, and then all of us women have turned pro. So she's actually opened doors for us all. So I have massive respect to her for that, but I'm not really focused on what she's doing.
And what's the overall ambition? What do you want to achieve in your boxing career?
I want to be undisputed world champion. So I want all the belts.
Brilliant. Well, wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.